We have done this hurricane ceremony every year, asking for protection from hurricanes, or at least to make the hurricane more mild so that we can survive it. We do it every year, the third Saturday in July, because we're so terrified of the effects of a hurricane hitting New Orleans. We're quite vulnerable to flooding and disasters of that sort. I think most people who live in New Orleans really love the city as though it were a living entity, and we interact with it as if it had a soul. It's been an interesting process doing the hurricane ceremony every year. It was one of the first public ceremonies that we did. We had done some ceremonies to prevent crime, and over the years it has become really important to people that they be at the ceremony. And every year when a hurricane's threatening, I'm walking my dog through the neighborhood, and people in the neighborhood will come to me and say, "Oh my God, I didn't make it to the ceremony this year. Do you think that means I'm going to be wiped out?" And no, we did it, it's okay. Probably the greatest misconception about voodoo is that it's satanic and that it is paganistic, when in fact there is a supreme deity in voodoo called Bon Dieu, or good God. Between humanity and God are all these intermediary spirits called the Loa. And they are not gods, and they are not worshipped because they're not gods, but they are served. So a practitioner of voodoo is a servitor, someone who is serving the spirit. These spirits in turn guide everything in the universe under God. If everyone could bear in mind that everything they've ever seen or heard about voodoo is just complete trash, that it's terrible PR and has nothing to do with a religion which is absolutely life-affirming, healing, positive religion about survival and surviving in a way that is meaningful and beautiful. In voodoo, water is very important, and the idea is that we are born out of these abysmal waters that surround our reality, surround our world, that our world is buoyed by these waters, and when we die, our souls return to these waters. Within these waters are contained all the souls of the dead and the souls of the spirits that return to us as guiding principles. So when we pour libations, we're acknowledging that we come from water, we're made of water, and we return to water. And whenever the water libations are being absorbed by the ground, it's the idea that spirit is receiving our prayers and absorbing them. Every year we do this ceremony, and we call on a voodoo spirit named Erzeli Dantor, who is not traditionally served in reference to hurricanes, But in New Orleans, traditionally, whenever a hurricane is threatened, the church fathers bring out a statue of Our Lady of Prompt Succor, and she has averted the hurricanes in the past. Quite contrary to people's image of voodoo, there's no bloodletting, no people are sacrificed. It's actually a very beautiful, moving, and energized ceremony. I'm drawing what's called veves, which are cornmeal ritual drawings that call forth the power of a particular one of the spirits. And the veves are almost reflections in the waters of the cosmos above our heads. And they also are used to coax the spirit out of the waters and into physical manifestation. We call what's invisible to become manifest and to listen to our prayers and respond to us. All the individuals that are present make offerings to the spirit. We offer them food or drink that they like, and just as if you were inviting your grandmother to dinner, you want to serve her something she likes and not something that's going to repel her. We're calling on a particularly powerful spirit in the hurricane ceremony. Erzuli Danter is ferocious. So you want to make sure you're offering her things that are going to please her and not make her angry with us, especially when we're asking for favors. While people are dancing to the drum rhythms, the energy shifts and you can feel it shift. And the drummers kind of propel the individual consciousness across normal lines of control, say, and allow for possession trance to happen.
A very dangerous Hurricane Katrina continues to churn in the Gulf of Mexico this afternoon. Winds are now 115 miles an hour, and the storm is expected to get even stronger.
As anybody remaining in Jefferson Parish needs to evacuate and be prepared to be gone for a month.
The wind is just starting to pick up.
A catastrophic hurricane. You know, it's hard to estimate how long it's going to take these recovery efforts.
Hurricane Katrina has now reached the top of the hurricane scale, a dangerous Category 5.
Don't tell me 40,000 people are coming here. They're not here. Let's fix the biggest goddamn crisis in the history of this country. The city of New Orleans will never be the same.